Okay, so in this short video, we're just going to look at pulling up our walls and also how we can apply textures to different things such as floors and walls and so on. So in the previous activity, we had the floor plan and everything should be grouped. So if I click on an item, you can see that the whole item appears in a blue and not just a surface is showing when I click on it. So it's telling me everything's grouped. So that was the previous task. Now, to pull up my walls, now I'm happy with my floor plan, I'm going to show you two things with this. The first is you need to get inside a group if you are going to pull the walls up. So I'm double click to get inside it, push pull, and I'm just going to drive this with a dimension in the bottom right hand corner of 2,700 millimeters. 2.7 high ceilings is pretty common option. So I've done that and now I've got that wall that height. Now the next thing I want to show you is getting inside the next wall group. Double click to get inside it, push pull, and I'm just going to use existing geometry to pull it to the same height as my other walls. So that's a quick way instead of typing in the dimensions. So spacebar to exit and click off it to exit, and we can start to pull up all our walls. Now, adding textures. There's a variety of different ways you can add textures. So the first method that I'm going to add a texture here is I'm going to add it using the default materials in SketchUp. So if I go to materials, we have quite a lot of materials already in here. So let's say I go to tile. Okay. Now, as you can see, there's not that many to choose from. All right, we'll see what this one looks like. Now, before I apply this texture, I think I'm going to get inside the group first. So double click, I want to do it on this floor, and that is the surface that I want my texture to be on. So I'm going to click on this, and as I come over here, you can see the paint can, and I'm going to click and apply it. Quite a hideous color. Now, what I'm going to do is click off that, and that has been applied. So yes, we can apply textures in here, but we don't have a great big range. Okay. You can also notice there is an in model area, so it just shows you the textures we've currently used in our model, which is a really nice feature if you start to get a pretty developed model and you just want to reuse existing textures that you've used in the model. Now, the next feature I'm going to show you is adding textures via, say, using a website like Pinterest. So if I go to Pinterest here, I just searched a texture, maybe in this case I searched crazy pave stone SketchUp texture and included Pinterest in the search, and that way it comes up with a Pinterest board and there's lots of different options here. So what I might do is go with this one here, and I'm going to click on it, and you may need to log into Pinterest. I'm going to go save image as, and I'm going to put in my downloads. Okay, next I'm going to go back to SketchUp, and let's go have a look at adding a material using a JPEG like the one I just downloaded. Alright, so I'm just going to click on again a surface that I want to apply this texture to. Maybe I'll do this wall surface here. So again, it's grouped. I'm going to have to get inside it, and then I'm going to hit add, create new material. I'm going to go over here to the folder, select the folder, and then go to my downloads and select the JPEG that I downloaded. Now I've picked it. Next, I can see it's up there. Now I know this 100 here is going to be something that I need to edit and make bigger, but I'll do that in a little bit just to show you how you can do it. Down the bottom of this box here is an OK tab, so I'm going to hit OK on that. Now I can see the texture is here, and I'm going to click on it and go over here and click on my wall. Now it doesn't look like the nice crazy pave like I've put over on this wall. If I zoom in, it's very, very, very small. Alright, so that was what I was talking about that dimension. So what I can do here is with this one selected, I can click Edit. I can go down into the options here. Notice the color is something we can change. And here it is. I'm going to add it maybe 1800, and they're linked over here, so it'll change both, and you can see it's made a bit of a change there. Now, I'm going to go OK to that. And alright, so I notice it does look a little bit funny, like I can see a line or clear defined line there, whereas this wall I can't. So it's just worth noticing if you get something like that that you're not happy with, then it's worth experimenting with a different image instead. Okay, so next, so that's adding one from Pinterest. The other thing I wanted to talk about was a website called Sketchup Texture Club. You can sign up to it for free and you can download a number of textures per day. Now, with this, it's worth noting I've just clicked on textures, and down here we have a variety. Architecture is one of the categories. So here we have a huge range of categories, and within that, yeah, more categories, and so you can see if I eventually get down into one of the folders, we get the textures. And again, similar to getting them from Pinterest, we can download these JPEGs, save them, and apply them in the same way that I did with the Pinterest JPEG. So just while I've got this open here, I'm going to just show you that I've got Enscape open as well. So this is SketchUp, and now we'll have a look at what these textures look like in Enscape. Okay, so you can see, if I zoom in, we still have that issue where you can see the line on this wall, but not so much on this wall. Everything looks nice and rendered. My walls look nice. I don't see the lines in there. And I can see these textures in here as well. Okay, so hopefully that tutorial's been helpful. Have a play with your model, bring up all the walls, apply some textures to the floor and the exterior walls, and then if you've got Enscape set up, have that open as well so you can see the difference that looks like in Enscape. Thanks.